Question of the day today, if you're not gluten sensitive, should you go gluten-free? We're gonna answer that. Meghan, and we're talking gluten-free eating today in honor of our amazing gluten-free renewal cleanse that we have coming right on up. If you want to get in on the early bird registration discount, you best sign up to my newsletter at meghantelpner.com. So should you stop eating gluten even if you're not gluten sensitive? Yes. Why not try it out? Gluten has been associated with so many health problems beyond just digestive stuff. So gluten is like this gray, pasty glue. Think of like paper mache glue or papier mache. Can you say that? So it's like this glue that will adhere to the little cilia, the finger-like projections in your intestinal tracts, and gunk them up. So those cilia are there to increase the surface area of your intestines so that you can absorb as much nutrition as possible from the food that you're eating. If you've got that gluten-y gunk on there, it's automatically going to start inhibiting the amount of nutrients you can absorb. What happens, you end up craving more food because you're not getting the keys you need. You eat more, you gain more weight. It causes you to feel a little bit more fatigued. It can be associated with hormonal imbalance, lethargy, headaches, migraines, body pain. Gluten has been associated with all of these things, not to mention mood disorders, both in children and in grown-ups. As kids, we call it like ADD or hyperactivity or those kinds of things. In grown-ups, we call it, mood swings or depression or anxiety. All of this can be attributed to gluten, in part because of that gunking action in your intestines, and in part because of the function it has on your brain. It actually slows down all of these processes, and it comes most often in the form of refined foods like wheat-based cakes and cookies and pasta and all that stuff. And all of that has a highly addictive endotoxic effect. So you get like hooked on it, which is why some people are like, I could never cut that out. You can, of course you can, but it's like that emotional component because we do have this chemical addiction to these foods and to everything that they are made from. So we're going to try and clear this out. And the thing is, when you get rid of it, you feel better almost instantly. We're doing the program for 4 weeks so that you will actually be certain of how great you feel without it, how much better you look, how much better you sleep, how much better your digestion is, first and foremost. And the thing about when you cut it out is you don't develop any kind of deficiencies. There is nothing you need to be getting in gluten. Okay? There's no nutritional value to gluten. It is a protein, but it's not the kind of protein that we really want in our body. So there's no negatives to cutting it out and only positives in terms of your physical health, how you look, and how you feel on the inside, and how how your brain functions and how you think and smile and laugh and all those good things. So we have our amazing gluten-free renewal cleanse coming up because I think it's something every single person in the whole wide world should try. And before you start being like, oh, but everyone's gluten-free, listen. The way we're eating wheat now, wheat is so genetically modified to have this much higher gluten concentration. So the wheat and gluten and stuff of yesteryear no longer exists unless you're actually growing your own heritage wheat in your backyard. So the gluten concentration is so much higher, and we're eating so much more of it because it's in every processed food that we're becoming more and more gluten sensitive. And don't think you can take on this challenge and just go gluten-free and buy gluten-free packaged cookies and cake and all of that. We're also getting rid of the potato starch and cornstarch and all that other junk because a lot of gluten-free foods are not healthy foods. We're doing this healthfully, and that's what you want to look for when you start to eliminate gluten, is how you can enhance your health, not just replace one form of junk food with another. So I hope that answers the questions we got about whether you're gluten-free or gluten sensitive or gluten intolerant, tested or untested or proven or unproven. Give it a try.